Oh, so you thought it was a joke, right? You thought that, that because I'm skinny, and you see the picture online when you see your wellness coach or skinny, that I ain't got no belly fat. Yo, that's a lie. What's going on, honey family? Healthier options, nutritional insight. Welcome to another impactful, insightful, dynamic, raw, ready, truth. Let me see. I'm running out of, inspiring words. Anyway, we're gonna hit up raw truth about belly fat. People say because I'm skinny that I ain't got no problem with belly fat. Well, that's because I ain't taking off my shirt and flexing, and you ain't seen a little pouch, and then you ain't start laughing at me. You know what I'm saying? Some of my body's only, it's restricted. It's only for the eyes of my wife. And the other couple of weeks ago, she was like, you need to do something. Are you working out? So that means, what I'm saying, I got to tighten up the abdominals again. You know what I mean? So we're going to talk about it, man. This is some truth, some facts before you start exercising or before you start going on like a diet plan or anything like that. You should get this down packed. You should get the facts about belly fat first before you go on any kind of diet plan or, try not to eat this and that and doing like 100 sit-ups and doing all these ab workouts and realizing that nothing is going on, nothing is melting the fat, nothing is happening. So if you know the truth about the belly fat, then you're going to know when to start all that other good stuff that you want to do. So depending on when you listen to this podcast, the original recording right here, we're still in winter in the Northeast. It's cold, snow on the floor, icy and everything like that. I don't see a lot of people out there jogging and all that. But my wife, this was another hint. She brought me for Christmas or my birthday, one or the other, one of those suits that you sweat when you're running or when you're on the bike or you on the treadmill or anything like that. She gave me that suit. So I'm like, oh, she gave me the suit. So she's letting me know you better burn that fat off your belly. So, I love my wife, but I kept it and, it's going to be real in a couple of weeks. My basement is getting done, so my workout routine has dramatically changed. It stopped actually, and it's taking forever to get my basement done. But I'm not joining no gym either, man. Last time I joined the gym, when I went to go quit, you know what I mean, and let them know that I'm taking the lock off the locker. The girl at the counter, she knew me personally. She said, "Let me look. You only been here 2 times all year." I said, Thanks for saying that in front of everybody. And I was dishing out that monthly every month, plus that additional monthly that they charged. That was like 3 times the charge or whatever. And from then on, I was like, nah, I ain't never going back to no gym. I only went twice the last time, and I paid off the whole year, and it didn't really make no sense. But then I started hardcore working out from my home, and there was results. And then I fell off the wagon again. I'll blame it on the pandemic. I'll blame it on COVID, but that's just an excuse. So let's talk about the truth about belly fat, because I'm telling too much about myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling on myself a little bit too much. It's a little bit too much info. You don't need to be knowing all of that about my life, right? The truth about belly fat. And I'm going to hit you with a tremendous surprise. And this is going to surprise a lot of people. Don't envy the skinny person. Because even the skinny person surprised everyone, even the skinny dude, even the skinny girl. Everyone has some belly fat. Even people who have, ready for it, flat abs. Got flat abs? It don't really matter. Flat abs doesn't mean you don't have belly fat. But listen, the good news about flat abs is that it's normal. It's normal to have some belly fat right underneath your skin. That's cool. That's normal. That's normal. But too much belly fat can affect your health in a way that other fat doesn't. And I'm going to explain that right now. You know that fat that you have directly under your skin is there for a reason. It's there to cushion, protect, you know what I mean? So that way you get any wounds in those areas or whatever. That layer of fat protects us from some elements and some ouches and some, gashes and all that. That's good. That's normal. That's your fat right underneath your skin. Other fat is deeper inside. And those deeper inner fats, right? Those are around your heart, your lungs, your liver, and other important organs. Listen, if you have fat around your heart, no good. No bueno. If you have fat around your lungs, no bueno. If you have fat around your liver, no good. So it's not the thin layer of fat right underneath your skin that's an issue. That's not the problem. That's not, an issue. That's normal. It's that deeper fat that is inside around your heart, lungs, and liver and other important organs. That's the deeper fat. We call that visceral fat that may be in the bigger problem areas, even, and here we go again, even for thin people. Even for thin people, they have that issue if they're not careful, if they don't know about, belly fat and fat in general, and they're thinking, I'm good because I'm skinny. And you ever met a person, and people say this about me all the time, man, you eat so much, where does all that go? Well, unfortunately, if I'm honest, it might be going into the wrong areas where it's not supposed to go, and it's creating layers of deeper inner fat. And that's why we all have to be careful. Whether you see someone, listen, I got outdone on the basketball courts many a times by dudes that were overweight, belly hanging out, all that, and they could run circles around me. They had more energy than me and all that stuff. That's an indication that even though I was skinny and looked more fit, it doesn't mean that I was healthier, if you know what I'm saying. But let's attack the belly fat, all of us, whether you're skinny or a larger framed person. Let's attack the belly fat. And I'm talking about the bigger problem, which is the visceral fat, that deep belly fat. You need some of that visceral fat, though. It provides cushioning around your organs. So like I'm saying, that's not the immediate fat that's right underneath your skin is not the problem area. But if you have too much of that fat, you may be more likely to get this high blood pressure. And that's among my Latino culture. That's a big thing. Around my brothers and sisters, that's a big thing. High blood pressure. How about this one? Have you ever heard of this one? Type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is taking a lot of people out, man. And that's not cool. And, I try to be the person that's like, listen, man, let me help you out in this area. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could, work out together, walk together, or maybe I could put you on some kind of meal plan. And they look at me like, nah, I'm good. I want what I want to eat. Whenever I want to eat it, all day, every day, I got to have fried this, fried that. And it's like our own mind is telling our body, listen, I know you need to be healthy. I know you need to melt that fat away. But your own mind and your own head is telling you, nah, I want to eat what I want to eat. Vegetables are nasty, drinking too much water, has no taste, this, that, and the third. I heard so many different reasons why people don't want to get on their fat melting program. You know what I mean? And our own mind could trick us. But type 2 diabetes is no joke. Heart disease, dementia. Yeah. Scientists say and doctors say that dementia, type 2 diabetes, and things like these, heart disease, could be attributed to the fat, the deeper fat that's not being dealt with. Not being dealt with. And we need to tell you the truth about this belly fat once and for all, so we could win the battle of the bulge once and for all. And let's get this out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. So keep on listening, because at the end, I'm going to give you an opportunity to really get involved with your wellness, get involved with your health. And I'm going to help you out. I'll be your free wellness coach. No strings attached. So imagine high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, dementia, and certain cancers. And, the cancer part, man, everything gives you cancer. The fat gives you cancer, candy, radiation, cell phones, Wi-Fi, everything they say gives you cancer. But according to the studies, they said certain cancers, including breast cancer and colon cancer, can be because of this fat, this visceral fat, this deep fat that hasn't been dealt with. The fat doesn't just sit there, by the way. The fat is an active part of your body. And the fat actually, people say, oh, it's just belly fat, it just sits there. No, it's not just sitting there. That fat makes lots of nasty substances, all right? And if you gain too much weight, your body starts to store your fat in unusual places. Now, let's talk about the usual places. For a woman, it's, underneath the arms a little bit, your armpit, that little sag there. Of course, in the belly, waist area. My wife is always saying, women retain more water fat than men. That's why when she sees me going on a meal plan, she said, man, you're going to get rid of that belly in no time because that's the way you are. But then I force myself to, go through my own meal plans that I'll be offering mad people, and I do it myself. And it tastes good. It's not bad. Portions are not bad. Listen, I still eat my pork chops, this, that, and the third. But if you look at the portion I'm eating, you were like, are you just taste testing or are you eating? That's because I have meal replacements, man. I don't have to, my appetite is curbed, number one. I'm eating clean, number two. And, I can still have what I like, but in small portions. It looks like I'm just tasting something when I eat it. But I'm full. I have more energy. I got my lift off, which I'm totally hooked to. And I'll leave a link to that as well on the podcast. But, man, listen. Too much of not dealing with this belly fat, because people think that fat just sits there. But that fat is actually doing things. And it's starting to go into unusual places. So obesity is a big thing, especially in the US of A. It's crazy how the Europeans, they deal less with obesity, and all their numbers are pretty much lower than in the United States. And we're supposed to be the prosperous nation. We're supposed to be this, that, and the third. But we're eating ourselves to death. We have all these cooking network shows, Food Network, all this other stuff. And if you haven't noticed what I've noticed, the stars on these cooking networks, they're getting a little chunky. Could it be because now that food or those shows have become some kind of idol? I'm just saying, I don't know, because it looks like they're eating, their product. They're eating their show pretty much. And they have to be careful about that too. And I'm hoping they're listening one way or the other if they get to listen to this podcast. Because obesity is increasing. You have people whose regular areas to store fat are so full that the fat is deposited into the organs around the heart. You know what I mean? And that's not good. That's when it becomes serious, and there's no joke about that. So we got to find out one thing. We got to find out how much belly fat do you have. And you could get this done. You could get this done depending on if you have good health insurance, bad health, it doesn't matter. But you could request this. You could go to request a precise way to determine how much visceral fat you have. You could get a CT scan or MRI. And that's, the simpler, low-cost way to check. The old school way of checking is just flat out get a measuring tape, wrap it around your waist at your belly button, right? Start from your belly button, wrap it around your waist, and check your girth, right? The width behind, around your waist area. Do it while you're standing up, and make sure the tape measure is level. Don't cheat. Just do it the right way, so see what the number says. It's for your health's sake, man. I'm your wellness coach, Mr. Sam Lopez. I'm here, man. I'm trying to help you out. And trust me, I not only do these podcasts for you, I do it for me as well to keep me in check. I'm a little older than most of my listeners out there, so I got to watch. So for your health's sakes, you want your waist to be less than 35 inches if you're a woman, and less than 40 inches if you're a man. So let's shoot for that. Let's shoot for, if you're a woman, let's shoot for a waist size to be less than 35 inches if you're a woman, and less than 40 inches if you're a man. So having a pear shape, a pear shape, bigger hips and thighs, is considered safer than an apple shape, which describes a wider waistline. So you get those two fruits. You see a pear shape has bigger hips and thighs is considered safer than the apple shape, which describes a wider waistline. Get what I'm saying? So what we're really pointing to, what I'm really trying to say is with the apple versus pear, is that if you have more abdominal fat around your waist area, around your belly, it's probably an indicator that you have more visceral fat. I hope I'm saying that word right, because I always have trouble saying that word. Right? So if you have that type of fat in that type of area, then this is for you. So I hit you with truth. I didn't sugarcoat anything. And now the bonus part of it here, I need your ears. I need your ears. And you just have to take 2 simple steps, or 3 simple steps. Number 1 is subscribe to this podcast. So because I have some more sauce coming about belly fat. It ain't over. This is just the ground. You know, we're talking about the truth about belly fat. And that's number 1. Subscribe to this podcast wherever you see it, wherever you hear it. Subscribe. If you want to, not tell the people about your big come up coming soon in your body, you don't have to share it. But if you want to share this, share it so that way you could get involved with other people to do this and get rid of this belly fat once and for all and win the battle of the bulge once and for all. That's number 1. Number 2, check out this website. I'm going to put in a link, but while you're listening, www.mrsamlopez.com/wellness, WELLNESS. Go there for your free wellness profile. Just do it. Don't worry about what you see on the screen. Just answer the questions. It's only 8 questions. Can you imagine 8 questions can get you on a journey to killing this belly fat once and for all, to getting yourself on a different level with your health, to look 10, 15, 20 years younger, depending, the disclaimer that I have to say right now, all depends on your body type, body style, height, weight, all of that. But the questions that you're going to answer deals with all of that, so I get a good idea of where we're going with your health. And of course, another disclaimer is, go to your physician before you take any one of my recommendations, meal plans, supplements, or anything like that. So that way, your doctor should know you better than what I'm seeing on the wellness profile. And number 3, this is the third thing. So number 1, subscribe to the podcast. Number 2, go to www.mrsamlopez.com/wellness. And number 3, stay connected. This is only the beginning. If you've been on this journey path before, like me, I was on this journey path ever since, I was pretty much fit all my life, right? And of course, when you're in high school, you're young, trying to look right. Then you get into your 20s. This is just my lifestyle. And then I was losing it, getting it back, losing it, getting it back, talking about belly fat. Then got to my 30s, and it was like, 50-50, 40s, again, 50-50, then 50. I'm now 50 years old, yeah. If you look at a picture of me, depending on your viewpoint, is debatable whether I look my age or not. But I'm 50, just turned 50 this year, a couple of weeks ago, and I feel good. No aches, breaks, or shakes, thank God. But I'm on a roller coaster, to be honest. But I want to stay on the incline, not on the decline, right? I want to go to, when you're going up that roller coaster, to that incline, and then right when it gets to the point where it's about to drop, I want to feel that exhilaration for the rest of my life. And I want you to feel that exhilaration, and you can feel that exhilaration. So the third thing you should do is stay connected. Stay connected to these podcasts, because I got more sauce coming, and that sauce is the healthy sauce. We're gonna get this belly fat out once and for all. We're gonna get it out once and for all. And to make a sneak preview of what's coming, I'm gonna give you a 10-day belly buster plan. 10-day belly buster plan. Only for those who are serious about dropping a few pounds, losing inches, and melting body fat fast. Right? This program is completely affordable, not breaking nobody's pockets. It's affordable. It's convenient and it's easy to use, right? It gives you 114 plus vital nutrients. It breaks down, it absorbs, eliminates fat in your body. It eliminates food cravings. That's huge when it comes to the battle of the bulge. Food cravings. 2, 3 in the morning eating them chips. No, it's going to eliminate those food cravings in these 10 days. It's going to help you lose weight, and not only weight, but inches like crazy. And the best part is completely natural. That's the best part of it all. So are you ready for it? I hope you are. So before the next podcast comes out, get these first 3 steps done. Subscribe to the podcast. Go to the website. In the details, I'm going to leave the link. And stay connected for the Honey Podcast. Healthier options, nutritional insight for more details. All right. It's your free wellness coach, Mr. Sam Lopez, and I'm out until the next time. Peace and love. Let's go.